speaking of professional, Bad Dude Tito.
What's up, guys? I made it this week.
That's good because I'm barely here.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. I'm on West Coast time, so when you said 8 o'clock, I was thinking 8 o'clock West Coast time. But I made it. I'm here.
We're excited. Are you gearing up for your trip to Japan?
I am. I actually got a lot of shit done today. A lot of merch done. 8x10s. My shirts came in. So getting prepared to head out Sunday.
You have to be. For those not familiar with Bad Dude Tito, if you've never seen a Bad Dude Tito match, after this show, because I'm not going to tell you to stop now, find a Bad Dude Tito match. He's like a cruiserweight that looks like Bruiser Brody. You should be a fucking megastar in Japan, dude. Like, I get so excited when I see you on a New Japan show, and I'm so happy that you get to go over there for this strong tour. Did the people just go crazy for you, man?
When I was there about 8 months ago, it was still like peak COVID for them, so they weren't allowed to cheer or anything. They could only clap, but I get a big round of applause, and then did a show against Suzuki at Corkin Hall, and that was the first show in Japan that was able to you're able to cheer and chant. So I got a Tito chant in Corkin Hall, so they're going. I'm excited to be back and work my ass off for them and see how they respond.
Well, we're excited for you to be back, and you've got some pretty stiff competition coming on the 3rd and the 4th. Hoss battle, big meaty men. You and Lance Archer going to be in there rumbling, tumbling.
Yeah.
Lance, great friend of the show. What does it mean for you to jump in there with Lance and get to ply your trade with one of the best big men in Japan?
Yeah, he's a monster, man. He really is. Like, people throw that word around pretty lightly nowadays in pro wrestling, but he's the definition of a monster, and I'm excited to get in there with him too. I'm excited to prove how bad I am and really take it to him, because I know Punk and I ain't gonna come in lightly, so I know what I'm in store for. I hope he knows what he's in store for.
Now, you're a big man. You put in the work. I'm sure you eat like a fucking horse.
Yep.
When you go to Japan, do you fuck with the raw horse meat?
You know what? I haven't yet, but I want to. I ate so much when I was out there. So much beef, wagyu, and steak, and sushi, and rice balls. Like, I had a time of my life eating out there. But if I could find it, I'm definitely going to try it. Right? That's the secret to adding muscle, right? That horse meat.
I guess. I ask every guy that goes to Japan. I think I would try it. I hear it's delightful.
Yeah, it's super high in protein, low in fat, so I would try it. I'm a pretty adventurous eater, so.
So that question that Matt always asks all of our guests is because of Lance Archer. When he was on our show, he mentioned that he loves raw horse meat.
Oh,
so
shit.
because of that, we ask everyone that's ever been on the show if they have ever tried the raw horse meat.
I mean, after I kick his ass, I could probably ask him where to get it, I guess.
What does it mean to you to be the first Australian, New Zealand guy as a member of TMDK?
Oh, man, it was great. It was a big surprise. I really wasn't expecting it. Those guys are great. They've taught me so much. They pretty much took me under their wing and showed me Japan and taught me that style. So it's a big deal to me. I don't take that very lightly. It's a real honor. Those guys are all tough. They're all badass. They all could work their ass off in the ring. So for them to say, like, join us, that to me, that says, like, hey, you're one of us. You're fucking a bad motherfucker. You're tough. You can handle your shit. So welcome to the club type of thing.
So, Tito, I kind of got introduced to you because I'm a big Impact Wrestling guy.
Okay.
So, like, I kind of got into you when you showed up and you started working that little run with Impact. What was it like working the guys of Impact Wrestling, like the Ace Austin and the Chris Bay and all those guys? What was it like for you in Impact?
It was cool. Like, I really liked Impact working there. I want to go back if they'd have me. It's really cool because I was like a big ECW guy, and they have a lot of the ECW heads there. So that was super awesome, and they all had great things to say about my work. So that was like, whenever you look up to someone and then they like compliment you, like, to me, that's like a big thing. to me. I'm like super into that. That pumps me up, makes me know I'm doing the right thing. But I would like to get another run against Ace Austin and Bay. I mean, to me, they're really good juniors. But like, I'm a heavyweight, bro. Shane's a heavyweight. They might have beat us that night, but I feel like I didn't give it my all. I kind of left some of it back a little bit. Like I wasn't 100%. I felt like if I go back, I'd know how to plan for it, what to look for, and I know exactly what I would do if I got brought back.
So kind of a deep question. So if you feel like you didn't give it your all, but you still get the good feedback, how do you take that and how do you process that?
It's not like, because I did try really hard, but I felt like I left a little bit in the tank, you know?
Yeah.
I'm there. I didn't expect, but me, it's like when they see what I did and I did hold a little back and they're saying how great it was, it's like, fuck, if these guys saw what I am actually 100% capable of doing, like, I'm about to blow their fucking mind.
Yeah. That's a great outlook, to be honest with you. It's a great way to look at it and to try to bounce back, especially if you don't feel 100% confident in the performance that you gave. It's really profound.
Yeah, I could do a lot more than I did there. That's for sure.
You mentioned being an ECW guy. I have no fucking power in my house, so this is like I'm like a child lost at the fucking mall right now. So I think I'm yelling. I might not be yelling. I don't fucking know. I'm a disaster over here, Tito. It's a fucking wreck. But I had to be here for this interview. You said you're an ECW guy. Who were your ECW guys? And please don't say any of that ECW WWE bullshit.
Zack Ryder,
Matt Cardona.
I got it. Freaking Van Dam and Jerry Lynn, Mike Awesome and Tanaka.
Nice.
Tajiri, the Dudleys, like the Dudleys cutting promos and just like not holding anything back and just rip. I mean, you couldn't get away with that nowadays, but back then it was awesome. Taz, I was a big Taz mark. Shit. Even like when they would just bring in guys for a little bit, like the Rey Mysterio Psychosis mini feud, stuff like that, I really loved. Yeah, those were like my main. Sabu was like, watching Sabu, I was like, holy shit, we could do this shit. Like, this is part of wrestling.
I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. When I was like 16 and I found ECW, I worked at a hardware store and I stole like a retractable razor blade, and I would try and give myself the Sabu scar on my chest.
Jesus Christ.
Because I thought it was the fucking coolest thing ever.
I still think it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Now on the West Coast, did you ever get to go to an ECW show?
They ran out here once, I think, for a heat wave, but I wasn't able to make it. I was like 17 or something. I had no money. I was, in high school still. I didn't have a job. But I would watch a lot of it, like bootleg tapes or like through the tape trading back in the day. I'd watch a lot of shit. Yeah. And then the DVDs started coming out. I just started collecting all those. I still have a bunch of them.
I got to ask you about the Misfit shirt, because that's a Misfits shirt that you're wearing, right?
Yeah.
I have not seen them in this new tour that they're doing where they're in like giant arenas. Because I'm not paying fucking $200 to see the fucking Misfits when I was paying like $6 to go see them at some dirty nightclub down South Jersey. Have you seen the reunited Misfits?
I had a chance to go see them at the new stadium in LA. I think Bank of America Stadium. That's where they play like their soccer games. And I took a booking that paid really well, so I had to like sell my ticket and I wasn't able to go. But in August, Danzig is performing pretty close to my house. And then in July, my sister just messaged me today saying in July that they're playing in Phoenix, and she lives in Phoenix. So I might go check that out.
Doesn't that seem like Misfits in a stadium seem so anti what the Misfits were about?
Yeah, I mean, because you would see them on these videos or in these pictures, and they're playing like these super small arenas. There's like not even an arena, like a nightclub basically, or basement. There'd be like 15, 20 people in there. But I mean, we all got to make some money,
No, look, I get it. I can't. fight paying like fucking $250 to see the Misfits at Prudential Center. Their set's like 45 minutes long, and then they're done.
Oh, no shit. It's short, huh? Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know. I just know all their songs are like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
They're fucking fast. They play We Are 138, Skulls, 20 Eyes. All right, have a good night.
Yeah, some of them minute 30.
Now, how do you feel about Michael Graves' Misfits?
There's like a couple good songs. I don't like hate on it, but I also don't like listen to it.
Really? I think Famous Monsters is a fantastic album.
I just saw Doyle like a couple weeks ago at the Whiskey. That was pretty badass.
That sounds fucking badass.
It was fucking dope. And I never realized how big he was. Like, I knew he was jacked, but on stage I was like, holy shit, this dude is humongous.
You know who else is a big dude? Fucking George Lynch is a freakazoid.
Oh yeah.
I saw George Lynch live in a very tiny club, and if you don't know who George Lynch is, people, he's the guitar player from Dokken. This is 80s hair metal. He looked like fucking the Wolverine. He looked like Hugh Jackman. He's fucking shredded, and then he fucking tears on the guitar. It's crazy.
Yeah. No wonder those guys just be getting laid.
Did you ever see any of the Misfits stuff in WCW?
Oh yeah, of course. I wasn't like a huge Misfits fan at that time, but like I would see it. I thought it was cool. It was whatever, different, but I wasn't like super into them. I got into them like later on, like in my 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, like Jerry Only would actually work matches.
Yeah.
It was so wild to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask, when you go to Japan, do you buy the weird do you know anyone that's brought the used panties out of the vendor?
Man, that's just such a rumor, man. That's not even real.
Is it a rumor?
You just broke my heart.
I think like one person saw one vending machine like once at some sex shop and took a picture of it, and that's how it started. But like I haven't seen it. I was there for 3 months. I never saw anything close to that.
Not looking in the right places, Tito.
Yeah, maybe I wasn't. Yeah. Good boy over there.
Now I know. So your rise in, and for those not familiar, you've been a wrestler for about a decade, a little over a decade, big in the West Coast. I know you're one half of the UWN Tag Team Champions, but you're one of the few who have benefited from the unfortunate pandemic situation. They opened New Japan Strong, and they had to bring in some American talent. Here you find yourself there, and you shine, man. How's that whole experience been for you?
Oh, it was fucking amazing, man. Because that's like the style I like, and that's the style I work in the ring. So I always knew if I got like the opportunity to wrestle for a Japanese company, like I would excel. Like I have the body type of the old school big heavyweight. I move really well.
Yeah, you do.
So I knew I'd be able to blow some people's minds. And when I first got booked for New Japan, I thought to myself, like, all right, get in there, get your foot in the door, have some badass matches, and in a year from now, you could probably be in Japan. And then I went in there, I started killing it right away with all, like, Japanese guys, not the Japanese guys, but this contracted foreigners. And all of a sudden, I was in Japan wrestling at the G1 in, like, 6 months.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And as an ECW fan, what did it mean when it comes full circle when you're doing tag matches at the 2300 arena for New Japan?
Oh, that was amazing. That was so cool. I've always wanted to work that arena, and like I have so much respect for wrestling. I'm like a wrestling historian. Like I'm really old school, so like wrestling in these like Cork and Hall, ECW arena. I'm gonna be in like the TJ Sports Arena in the next month. Like these venues that are like historic in wrestling means a lot. I wrestled in the Cow Palace not too long ago. Like,
nice.
Yeah, those are huge deals to me. So I love it. Like it's like I could check the box off, you know.
As someone who's been to the ECW arena in the late 90s, what they did to it is amazing because it was an absolute fucking shithole back in the day.
Now I'm like, holy shit, this is great.
It's unbelievably beautiful. And I was there in April when you guys were there. I was in DC and Philly for the US tour. And man, like TMDK, you and Shane, like, and Mikey Nichols, like, what a fucking trio.
Yeah.
And then you and Zach did the tag match out in California.
Beach, yeah.
And man, you would have thought you guys have been tagging forever.
I'm a big tag guy, man. I love tag wrestling. I've been in some really good tag teams with my boy Che Cabrera, my boy Rico Dynamite, tagged with Shane. Like, it's really easy for me to just jump in there with someone I've been in the ring with and just fucking get going. You know, we might not have all the tag moves, but we know the philosophy.
So Matt,
I got to know. Oh, sorry, Kevin.
No, Matt, go ahead.
I got what? Let's go. I'm putting you on the spot, Tito. Top 5 tag teams for Tito, Bad Dude Tito.
Ooh. You doing a top 5?
All time.
All right, for LOD Steiners right off the bat. I was a big Rockers mark. Like, I love Marty Jannetty over Shawn Michaels. When he threw Jannetty through that barbershop window, like, that's cool. I'd go them, and then maybe I put the Dudleys in there. Probably, maybe, I don't know who that 5th one would be. That one's tough. Maybe the Bucks or Motor City.
So, like, all right, so I love that list, but, like, today, I know we're talking about your favorite, but, like, I feel like the Usos got to be in the conversation for the best tag team of all time.
FTR is great. Aussie Open is, like, amazing. Motor City, the Bucks, like, a lot of really good tag teams right now.
Yeah, there's a lot. And Matt asked you this question earlier about what it means to be in TMDK, but like I just want to know, like, just being alongside these guys that have like this legacy. Like, obviously Shane and Mikey were in NXT and in the WWE system, and Zack Sabre is Zack Sabre.
Bro,
so
I was like, I love like technical wrestling, so I'd watch a shit ton of Zack Sabre, and never met him in my life. During the pandemic, I watched so much wrestling. I was watching all this Zack Sabre stuff, and then like my second night in Japan, Jonah was like, "Hey, do you want to go to dinner with Zack Sabre?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's fucking go."
Yeah, like total mark. Like, yeah,
let's do it. So yeah. Oh, but go ahead.
No, but so basically, I just want to get more of like an in-depth interpretation of what you feel. It's like how you feel about working with guys, especially now that you just said that you were such a fan of his.
It's kind of like surreal. Like sometimes I have to be like, fuck, am I dreaming? Like, is this real? Like, because I did really well on the indies, especially on the West Coast, but I never like broke through that level. And it gets really frustrating because I know I'm very talented. I know I'm a worker. I can hang with all the guys. Like, fuck, I wrestled Okada in England. Like, I wrestled Tanahashi and Okada in tag team matches. So, like, I know I could hang with the best in the world, but, like, you still need opportunities to, like, get there. So when I was finally, like, brought into Japan, into the TMDK, I was like, fuck, this is it. I fucking did it. Like, hell yeah. Like, it felt amazing. Like, I felt, like, very proud of yourself, you know? Like, I don't know.
Do you ever feel like maybe one day someone will feel that way about you?
Oh, I never even thought about it. Yeah. Sometimes people recognize me, and I'm just like, I'm just an average dude, bro.
Yeah, dude, you're such a good time, man. So like, it's dope to have you on here with us.
Yeah.
So it's so dope.
Look, I'm a nobody, but sometimes I get recognized too from the show, and I don't know. I just keep walking. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very surreal experience.
Slob, I have a fucking crazy job. Like I'm just like, I keep going. I don't know what to do. I appreciate it, but I don't know what to do with myself when someone's like, "Why aren't you Shining Wizards, Matt?" And I'm like, hey, thanks. I'll see you later.
It's like I was in Vegas wrestling not too long ago. I was like just walking through the casino, and like everybody just kept staring at me. I was like, no big deal. Like people stare at me all the time. But then someone comes up to me and they're like, "Are you famous?" I was like, "Not really." And they're like, everyone keeps looking at you. You're famous. I'm like, "Nah, I'm not really famous. I think I'm just big and jacked, and people just keep looking at me."
You're definitely famous to some people, that's for sure.
Some people.
Yeah. No, because I'm the same way. Like, so on the side, I also do stand-up comedy. And I did a show, and I was doing a show in Atlantic City, which also happened to coincide with a wrestling show. And then I saw someone wearing our T-shirt at the show, and it came up to me and and was like, wanted to take a picture and shake my hand. I was like, what? Who the fuck? What the what? Like what?
Right.
Like it's like I'm a dude who lives with his dad. I do a podcast out of a basement. Like what the fuck? Like what's going on here right now? So for you, I can't imagine that you don't get recognized way more than that.
I think people just kind of look at me and are like, what's this guy do? Like, what's his story? You know what I mean? I got the fucking crazy hair. I'm like super jacked. People kind of wonder, like, what's this guy's story, you know?
I mean, it's a great story. Look, man, I think so. You're going to Japan for the third and for the fourth and the fifth, the New Japan Strong shows over there. DKC night 1, tag action night 2 against Lance Archer, and I'm waiting for the scroll because I don't have fucking power and all my notes are on the internet. I'm such an asshole. You and Fujita against Archer and Alex Zane. They announced the G1, and your name wasn't one of the names. That broke my soul because I feel like you're perfect for that. Like I don't expect you to go and win the G1 in your first year, but man, what a pedestal to put Bad Dude Tito on. He looks like $1 million. He's going to be in this mega tournament, and even if you came out with 4 points, it would show everybody that you fucking belong in the G1 with the heavy hitters. Is that motivation for you for next year? Like you're there for the 4th and the 5th for this first time, these huge shows, Independence Day. But man, they fucking hosed you on the G1. I think they hosed you.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it this year. I was hoping maybe to be there for like some of the tag stuff. But I'm always motivated, bro. I have a chip on my shoulder. I'm always hungry. I'm always, trying to have the best matches possible. That way people could notice me. And I stay hungry. I stay motivated. And like, what do they say about luck? It's like preparation plus timing or something. That's what luck is. But yeah, it's just a matter of time. I think if I just keep banging out these matches and keep killing it for New Japan, and maybe next year might be my time.
I'm hoping so, because man, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a fucking New Japan mark. I just see like, man, the oohs and the ahs you get when you are in the ring in front of the Japanese crowd. Like you even get it when you were out in California. Like,
yeah,
fuck, like you're the guy. I can't even. I have no power. I have a fucking lantern. They think I'm Bray Wyatt. Like, I was so excited to talk to you, and I was fucking devastated with the power went out. My wife was like, I have a lantern. Go on your phone, stupid. I'm a fucking mess right now, Tito. Let me ask you this, Bad Dude Tito.
Oh, here we go.
Since you're chiseled, you're diesel, you're not eating like I eat, because clearly you don't look like a sack of shit.
I had a hot dog today.
So you're definitely gonna shit. You're definitely gonna shit your pants today. When was the last time you shit your pants?
Oh, maybe 2018 or something like that. Yeah, it was bad. Bad deal. Don't eat hard-boiled eggs and then walk around the mall.
Oh, it was at the mall?
Oh, luckily though, it had a gym. It had a fucking gym, and I was able to go to the gym and shower up. Thank God.
Boy.
Did you walk out of the mall with a towel on? Like,
no, I sent my boy to Walmart, which was in the fucking mall, to buy me a pair of shorts so I could go walk to Crunch Fitness and shower up, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smart. A man with the plan. I once shit my pants at a Target and refused to buy more underwear because I said I don't need more underwear. I just threw them out.
Yeah, I needed a whole new wardrobe.
Oh man, it went all the way through, huh?
It was bad deal, dude.
Holy shit.
Bad deal, Tito.
Yeah. But he's eating fucking hard-boiled eggs, probably grilled chicken. He probably had a couple protein shakes. It's like a fucking fire hose back there.
Protein shakes, bro. I don't do protein shakes.
I don't know. Look at me. Do I look like I fucking work out, dude? Come on, give me a little credit.
I tried to put egg salad on a bagel yesterday. Not good.
Damn, that sounds delicious.
It sounds good, but everything falls through the bagel hole.
It squirts out when you grab it.
Yeah, it was a mess. It was a disaster. It was like shitting your pants,
What are we
basically.
doing? Unbelievable. This poor guy's going to be like, I can't believe I wasted time on a Monday night. This guy's in the fucking dark with a lantern, like fucking Paul Revere. The worst.
Tito, we're a reputable podcast. Trust me, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, when I have fucking power.
The power literally went off as we were pressing the button to go live. Like literally that second, Matt just dumped out.
12 years, Tito. 12 years.
Yeah, 12 years, man. Can you believe it? Does it look 12 years to you?
I can't believe it.
Well, we got you to say yes, so what does that say about you?
Oh, come on now.
Desperate for attention, I think.
Listen, go to the airport. People stare at you.
Yeah.
Well, they stare
Having a great-
in fairness, they stare at Matt too, but for other reasons.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, ooh. Who's that homeless guy?
Yeah, who are you?
I'll be walking down the street in Japan. Will see me cross the street and like just to get away from me. It's
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Or if I'm walking up the stairs as they're coming down, they'll walk back up, and if I get to come back down. Hilarious.
What's the
God.
So people think you're famous, and then obviously the stuff in Japan. Have you ever been mistaken for somebody else?
Fuck. There's a fucking wrestler that everyone always
Let me see if I can guess.
remember his name, but it's like I'm like I don't even look like him. The dude's like a cruiserweight or some shit. Like
JD McDonough?
than him. Can't remember who it was. It's some jabroni with a beard and long hair. It doesn't even look.
What's the weirdest fan interaction? Hey, have you done any of those weird Japanese things where you beat the shit out of the fans? Like they pay you?
No, I haven't. I would though. I'd beat the shit out of some fans.
Right, that's like a thing. Like they have the sponsored dinner. You come, you eat, you drink. They want you to like chop them and stuff.
I did a bunch of sponsored dinners while I was out there. I didn't have to beat up anybody though. They just
I mean, you don't have to, but they want you to. Like it's like an honor.
oh no shit. Oh fuck. Well, I'll honor them, I guess.
Yeah, right. Like it's like that thing when all the Anoki students came in the ring, and he just smacked the shit out of them. There was just a fucking line.
Yeah, that was.
Wasn't Fale giving out spankings? Like, wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, I don't know, baby.
Oh boy.
But I would understand. Look, if I did a sponsored dinner and then this is the Bad Dude Tito's the guy, I'm like, I'm good. Like, I don't need my fucking chest caved in tonight.
Oh, I'll leave some welts, that's for sure. If a fan them, I won't do it. But if they like are insisting, I'll let them have it. I will knock them on their ass.
Fuck,
I don't know why anyone would ask for that.
I have to get consent first, like video consent, and then
Of course, yes.
I'll rip into them.
We might have our next bit, boys.
Oh, there it is.
People are fucking nuts, man. I swear.
Oh, shit.
What's the weirdest fan interaction you've had?
Weirdest fan some like girl messaged me like this weekend, was like, "Come make out with me," and I was like, "No, I don't even know you. What are you talking about? Make out with you?" Weird stuff like that. Like, just it gets even more wild. I think people are kind of like intimidated by me and kind of scared, so they kind of stay in their lane. I don't really have too many weird stories, but people like want to buy gear all the time.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, that's probably as weird as it gets.
I get like if like maybe the boots, like maybe if you're into like the boots, but when you start getting to the like where you're like all sweaty and shit, like I don't want that.
the price goes up if it's still sweaty.
You make a joke about. I bet you there's people that would pay fucking good money for that, dude.
There really is. It's like
Oh my god, a Bad Dude Tito drawers fucking vending machine? Holy shit.
Yeah, we're gonna start that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Then you can go to as many Misfits shows as you want.
Yeah, no shit. I'll be on stage.
Miss shit.
I know when you come back from Japan, you have the San Diego Pro Wrestling Academy. July 8th, they're doing a show. Tell us a little bit about that venture.
So currently I'm 50% owner of San Diego Professional Wrestling Academy. We have about 70 students out there. We just ran a showcase show yesterday. We drew over 100 people for a student show. July 8th is our first sponsored show. It's going to be out in San Diego in Barrio Logan area. And we have a pretty big card of me and Shane Hayes against the Divine Brothers. We got Danny Limelight on the show.
Nice.
Trying to think off the top of my head. We got Vandergriff, who just graduated from the New Japan Academy here in Los Angeles. It's a pretty big show. I don't think San Diego's seen a show this big for a while, so I'm pretty excited to see what happens.
Is it hard for you to go from professional wrestler into teacher mode? Like, do you spend a lot of time with your students?
I just started this probably a month ago, so
okay.
I haven't really been in the ring too much with them. I've been really mostly focused on the office stuff, but I was able to get in the ring with them last week a little bit. It's pretty easy for me. I just, tell them what works for me, what looks bad, don't do this type of thing. It's a lot harder when they're beginners and you're teaching them how to roll. Because to me, it's all right, you do a roll. I don't know how. Oh, you don't know how to roll? It's the roll, bro. I can't. I could teach you how to wrestle. I can't teach you how to roll. But it's different, that's for sure.
So when it comes to your goals now, you obviously have to take care of Bad Dude Tito, but being a 50% owner of this wrestling school, does that change the way your future is going to set up? Now you have two ventures you have to worry about: Bad Dude Tito
right.
and San Diego Pro Wrestling School.
Oh, definitely.
Academy, excuse me.
I understand I'm not going to be able to wrestle forever. I probably got another good 10 years, but I still want to be involved in the wrestling business. I've been doing it for so long. I've been doing it for 18 years, So that's the fallback plan after I'm done wrestling. But the goal there is to just make a successful wrestling school, have successful shows, and make some stars out of our students and really blow them up and have them hit the scene, maybe get signed. That'd be great.
Anyone in particular you want to shout out that has been working out?
Cruz. I don't know if you guys know him. He did some stuff with Strong. He's been wrestling some pretty big indie shows. He's a really good guy.
Say that name one more time. I'm sorry.
Jordan Cruz.
Okay.
I would say he's definitely one of the standouts there. He's one of our trainers.
Who wins in a wrestling match, Bad Dude Tito or Jordan Cruz?
I'd beat the shit out of Jordan Cruz. I've done it plenty of times. He knows.
Holy shit.
But as a fighter, he always comes back. He don't back down. So maybe one day he'll get one on me.
Is there a big culture shock for you when you go to Japan? When you first started going over there, what was something that kind of caught you off guard that you weren't entirely ready for?
I think just that it was so big, right? These buildings are so skyscrapers. There's so many people walking around. But I've been a big fan of Japan since I was a little kid. I've always wanted to go, so I'd always watch documentaries and movies about it. So it wasn't really a culture shock. I kind of knew what to expect. But being there was surreal. There's so many people walking around. There's so many lights. It was almost like being in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I one day I will go, and I will be big in Japan.
Yeah, you should do it. That's amazing.
I want to. Just I have no fun. Clearly, I can't pay for my electricity bill, so here we fucking are. I'm really fucking ornery about this, man.
Oh.
I just got my battery's on 20%. I'm gonna disappear, and I'm just upset.
Well, we won't miss you, so don't worry about it.
That's fucking rude, you dickhead.
Well,
Okay, so you're not in the G1, Bad Dude Tito. You should be. Let's just be very clear about that. From a fan's perspective, who do you think wins the G1?
Maybe Everyone's saying Naito, right? Everyone's saying Naito.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus right now. It just made with the story with Sonata being the champion, Suji maybe taking over LIJ. Like it just seems like this is, and he's not getting any younger.
I'll go the wild card. I'll say just Zach. Why not? Zach wins. Back.
I'm here for it. I could watch Zack Sabre Jr. wrestle
Even
fucking 8.
Mikey Nichols too, the Madman. I could see that happening too.
Yeah, I'm excited that those guys get the opportunity. Again, I wish you were part of that, but next year, who do I have to talk? Rocky Romero. Let's get on that. What are your goals? We don't want to take up your whole Monday night, Tito. What are your goals for the rest of 2023?
Get back to Japan as much as possible. Maybe get on some AEW would be cool. Maybe PWG, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Zack Sabre's out here in Los Angeles right now. Shane lives in Hollywood. I'm in LA. So if we could do a trios at PWG, I think that'd be cool. And just work like top-notch indie wrestling shows. Maybe get back on GCW, stuff like that.
I was gonna say, any plans on maybe heading to the East Coast?
I'm more than willing to. You know, I got boots. I'm willing to travel. So it's up to promoters flying me out.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool, man.
What's I gotta know. I think there's more to Bad Dude Tito than just a wrestling guy. Obviously, the Misfits T-shirt. What's on the playlist? What's Bad Dude Tito rocking out to?
Oh shit, man! I listen to literally everything. Like I was listening to country music on the way home from San Diego yesterday. I listened to the Smiths, New Order, a lot of like new wave stuff. A lot of like punk, a lot of metal, like older metal stuff. Misfits, Metallica, that kind of stuff. Smiths, Morrissey, New Order, Joy Division, but then like I also get into like Wu-Tang Clan, Cypress Hill, I do some West Coast gangster shit, Pooh Shiesty, just like
is there like a pre-match song that you listen to before you go out there and kick somebody's teeth down the throat?
I don't listen to anything. I'm like super relaxed. I'm busting people's balls. When I get ready to go, I do quick little warm-ups, some jumping jacks. I'll hit a couple push-ups and hit that curtain. And I'm ready to rock.
How do you feel about the nickname Teats?
Oh, I love it.
It's fantastic. I can't believe I didn't even bring this up until now.
It's funny because at the time I was busting my buddy's balls. His name's Rico, and I was watching Game of Thrones, and they had that character Reeks on it. So I thought it'd be funny to call him Reeks, like he doesn't stink, but it'd be funny. You know? And like,
oh,
hey,
let there be light.
Yeah.
On the seventh day, the Lord said,
"There it is.
Let there be light."
I think he said on the first day, but who's counting?
Well, whatever. What the fuck? Don't fucking ruin the bit. Anyway, what was the question?
Teats.
Oh yeah.
Calling him Reeks, and then he started calling me Teats, and I was like, "Oh fuck, that's way better. I don't like that. That's not." And then like everyone just kind of picked up on it, and now I got Kevin Kelly putting it over on commentary.
Kevin Kelly's the best, isn't he?
He's the best.
Yeah. He rules. He rules the roost, as you say, as Matt fixes technical issues.
Now I don't know what to do. I don't know how to turn this fucking thing off.
That's all right, bro. You're good.
Just throw it.
Are we gonna bid adieu to? You want to bid adieu to our guest on the phone? What?
Yeah, he's confused.
Sorry.
He's like a fucking caveman with a match. He's like, ugh.
Well, Bad Dude Tito, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure. Are we letting him go, Matt, or no? It's your call. I don't know what's going on. He's frozen. I don't know what's going on over here. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and not let this be awkward anymore.
Well, here we go. So follow Bad Dude Tito social media at Bad Dude Tito on the Twitter and Bad Dude Tito on Instagram. Don't forget July 4th. It's all at the bottom of the screen here, Corkin Hall. Yeah. Tito, I speak for Matt. I know he had a big boner to get you on tonight. I'm so glad that he got to join us. I'm glad that you got to talk to him and you got to talk to us tonight, man. Yep. Anything you want to leave us with before we let you go?
Thanks for having me on. You guys were great, man. I'll do this anytime. Just let me know.
Yeah, you got carte blanche, man. Anytime you want to come back, just hit up Matt, hit us up, let us know. We'll be happy to get you back on, brother.
Yeah, man.
Get back from Japan, I can tell you about my adventure.
That would work.
Fuck yeah. And make sure you get a pair of them drawers from Matt.
Yeah, I'll look for those.
Yeah.
Then
The panty drop vending machine.
Fuck yeah. Tito, brother, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
Bye, buddy.